The stock market ended sharply lower Friday as Wall Street reacted to the growing prospect of a trade war between the United States and China. The president proposed $50 billion in tariffs this week, only to threaten another $100 billion days later. The Chinese, in return, have pledged to counterattack with great strength. President Trump tweeting this morning that he believes the threats will end with China, quote, taking down its trade barriers because it is the right thing to do. But if they don't, consumers could feel price increases on hundreds of goods as a result of the tariffs, and farmers could be particularly affected by China's threat to levy its own tariffs on pork and soybeans. We traveled west this week to get a sense of how Americans are reacting to the rising tensions. Far from the noise in Washington and on Wall Street are the front lines in the tariff skirmish. It's farmers like the Fishers in Neola, Iowa, that stand to lose a lot if the Chinese retaliate.
We're corn, soybeans, some small grains and hay.
The escalation of the tariff tiff could hardly come at a worse time.
Our planters will be rolling in the next 2 weeks, and farmers can't make many changes now. They're pretty much locked in.
So tell me how China fits in to all this.
Well, China has become a huge buyer of pork and soybeans, and those are the two areas that they have reciprocated their response to the tariffs. And pork prices have dropped about a third since January.
I first met the Fishers 30 years ago when they were trying to figure out who to vote for in the 1988 presidential campaign.
I can't see where any candidate is showing himself as being electable.
Mary and John have voted for both Democrats and Republicans. Today, it's not candidates, but crops I want to hear their perspective on.
You understand that life is risky, and sometimes you're the target. And you hope you're not, and you hope it doesn't last a long time if you are the target, but sometimes you get hit.
John senses fear on the horizon.
You hear the stories of Smoot-Hawley, the Tariff Act, and how that contributed or maybe deepened the Great Depression. So, is this what's happening now? Is that the beginning of a period of difficult times?
We're to the point in our lives where we're pretty well settled and we're financially secure, but you do have concerns about the next generation and how they will manage this.
Of particular concern, her sons and son-in-law and their friends who want to keep farming.
The economics of farming are challenging right now, and these tariffs certainly won't be helpful.
My wife Ann and I were talking about, the dreams of buying our own farm, buying our own land. And, it's terrifying to spend, drop $1 million investment.
Do you think that'll affect the midterms out here?
Economic consequences end up having political consequences. So I'm sure it's in everybody's best interest politically for the economy to be strong and to be stable.
We all pay attention. I mean, it's Iowa. We pay attention to elections, that's for sure.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.